We have a special guest tonight that Marty would like to introduce.
Everyone thought that Howard Cosell was no longer with us, but he's making a special guest appearance today. Howard, come be with us. Oh, Howard!
Does this microphone work? Are we on the air? Okay. Hello again, everyone. This is Howard Cosell speaking of sports on ABC. I'm here with Dr. Paul Brenner and Mike Schweiger, the captains of the Boston Diehards. Tell me, Dr. Brenner, how does it feel to be the captain of the worst, most horrible, pathetic, putrid, terrible, incompetent, cruddy, bungling, incapable, pathetic,
You said that one.
unskilled, artless teams in the history of American sport?
Huh?
Your team stinks! What do you have to say for yourself?
All year long, we played with guts. We had heart, we had soul, we hung in there. I don't know what you're talking about, Howard.
Mr. Schweiger, what is it like to work with a weird, eccentric such as Paul Brenner?
Paul Brenner is an evil genius. Losing was his game. While Marty was handing out $10 coupons to Anthony's Pizza and Santani's, the guys getting 2 hits a game, Paul was giving out $50 gift certificates to Ruth's Chris and Capitol Grill if you went hitless. In fact, if you failed to make contact, you got $75. We had a great year. We all ate well. In one game, David Rosen accidentally got 3 doubles. So Paul had him change his stance, use a thinner bat, and move him to last in the batting order. After the game, Paul said to David, "Enjoy your freaking pizza," while handing out steakhouse coupons to the hitless wonders. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a loser. It just depends on how good you are at it. And the Boston Diehards were great. Now, during our long losing streak, we had a wives versus players stickball game planned, but we canceled it to avoid further embarrassment. Now, we had so many lousy hitters on our team that a foul ball was considered a rally. There was one game that we were trailing 7-1, and we added an insurance run in the 8th inning. Paul was very proud of us. Now, losing streaks are funny. If you lose at the beginning, you get off to a bad start. If you lose in the middle of the season, you're in a slump. If you lose at the end, you're choking. We hit the trifecta. Now, Joe Nyman wore a glove in the field for only one reason. It was a team custom. Joe, that glove will last you a lifetime because it'll never make contact with a ball. Now, Leo Tucker was the only player in the league this year that was beamed by a pitch. That was the most wood he ever got on a ball. Marty, I have a question for you. If winning isn't everything, why the hell do we have to keep score?
Dr. Brenner, your team set a record for most losses in a row. How did you deal with the constant losing?
We were plagued by injuries. We were plagued by vacations. Everybody took every opportunity not to show up on time or not show up at all.
Mr. Schweiger, You had the biggest collection of stiffs and misfits that the stickball world has ever seen. Who are some of these born losers?
Every last one of them. No exceptions.
Dr. Brenner, what can you add to this?
I've nothing to add.
That's good. Dr. Brenner, one other guy. Who is this guy, Clapp? I've heard he's the greatest player in the history of Wycliffe stickball. Well,
It was a fantasy. Pure, simple fantasy.
Dr. Brenner, aren't you embarrassed to be a Boston diehard?
I was proud to be a diehard. I live for this. And next year, we'll be back. By the way, aren't you supposed to be dead?
Howard Cosell will never die. Howard Cosell is immortal. Look at the guys that have disappeared. Remember that guy that used to be on NBC? What was his name? Gold? He's gone. He's history. He's probably doing nothing but playing golf in Florida. One final question to you, Dr. Brenner. To what extent was your team's miserable failure on the field due to your own incompetence and ineptitude?
I've had it with you, Cosell. That's the last.
This is Howard Cosell speaking of sports.